I'm crazy.
Okay, so I'm sat here with Grisha Stewart. We are in the Royal Veterinary College in Hertfordshire. How long have you been in the UK, Grisha?
Oh, the hard questions. About a week.
About a week. And how have you been finding the British weather?
It's very rainy, and there's lots of flooding, which is not good. So it's really hard to move and get around. Everyone's getting stuck on the M5.
Absolutely. It's the wrong type of rain that stops the trains, apparently, but there you go.
There's different kinds of rain.
Don't ask me, that's why we moved to Spain. So we've just done a 2-hour presentation on your BAT, which is a behaviour adjustment training, which has become very, very successful with positive reinforcement trainers and force-free trainers. But you are launching an instructor's course, aren't you?
That's correct.
Okay.
So we've done 2 instructor's courses already, and basically we take about a dozen trainers who are interested in BAT, who have already experienced either the 2-day workshop or the 1-day plus reading the book, so they know about BAT already. And then we're doing a really hands-on, in-depth course, about 5 days of intensive work with dogs and clients that are there. Lots of feedback from the other participants. So there's about a dozen participants and then another dozen auditors that are there.
Okay, fantastic. So does somebody have to have experience of dog training before they start with BAT, or can they just know the basics of BAT and jump into the instructor's course?
For the instructor's course, they don't necessarily need to have a lot of experience as a trainer, although if they have none whatsoever, it's really better to be an auditor rather than a participant. And then for the certification, which is a separate piece, there's an exam at the end of that course, and then also they can do it separately from the course. But for the certification, they need to have about 200 hours of experience.
Okay, awesome. So what else is involved with the certification?
So there is the practical part of the exam and also a written exam, and then they need to have sign a progressive statement or a statement of progressive training that they are not using sort of modern methods and not punishment-based training.
Excellent. Now, will you accept, for instance, crossover trainers, people that are thinking about moving over from old school methods to the modern methods like you're talking about?
Definitely, definitely. I think that those kind of trainers still bring a wealth of knowledge and lots of ability to watch dogs, but obviously not the techniques that I would use, but they love dogs, they want to make dogs better, and if they're willing to learn a new way of doing that can be force-free and easier on the animal, then I'm all for that.
Fantastic. So what else have you got booked for? You've had a very, very busy year.
Yes.
What have you got booked for 2013?
You know, it's so busy that I'm not even sure. So I know that I'm traveling about 50% of the year.
Wow.
And I'll be speaking in Norway, the UK. I'm coming back for a 2-day workshop. The instructor's course in the UK is booked fully, but there is an instructor's course in Portugal that still has a couple of spaces, I think 2, maybe not any now, we'll see.
You need to tell Donna.
And 2 spaces left, and there's some auditor spaces as well. And then also Germany, where else am I speaking? Australia, New Zealand, a couple places in the States, which you'd think I would be speaking all over the States, but I'm so busy traveling here to Europe that I can't seem to get enough time in for the States. So
fantastic.
California, a couple of courses there.
So before you started the BAT thing, were you doing lots of travelling dog training wise, or is the BAT really just sort of launched you into?
The BAT has really launched it because it's something that's unique to the dog world. It's a different perspective. It combines a lot of techniques that people were already using, but in a philosophical way that I think is fundamentally different.
Excellent, good stuff. So if somebody wants to find out more information about BAT or the instructor's course, where can they do that?
They can go to functionalrewards.com, and there'll be information about all the scheduling and about the courses and the certification process there. Also YouTube videos about the technique, things that they can download, and then also information on the books and DVDs.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Nando.